Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. And now we're just going to have this time where we can get quiet and truly get that lovely feeling of gratitude. Let's take some slow, deep breaths. We breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, and we hold the breath. We can couple our breaths with a statement said with our inner voice. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. Feel and see those rays of gratitude going out, blanketing our entire planet with a feeling of love and gratitude. Every part of life receiving this wonderful feeling from the heavenly realms of love and gratitude. And now we listen and feel for our heartbeat. We put the awareness of this in the center of our chest. We bless, we love, and we thank that gift of life, our heartbeat. And as we see and feel that heartbeat, bringing that pulse of light through that silvery cord from our mighty iron presence, through the top of our head, through our pineal gland, and anchoring in that blazing threefold flame in our hearts. With every heartbeat, the threefold flame becomes brighter and brighter and ever expanding. So let's visualize and see our physical body sitting in that beautiful, dazzling, golden flame of wisdom and illumination. We can see it much bigger than our physical bodies, before us and above us, saturating every cell of our 4 lower bodies. To the left of us, we see that dazzling sapphire blue flame, which brings the feeling of a desire to do the will of God, the feeling of protection and faith, and the feeling of the power of our mighty I Am Presence. We see the beautiful pink flame to the right side of us, just behind our right shoulder, bringing us that glorious gift of pure, divine, unconditional love. We see and feel our bodies, our physical bodies, and our 3 finer bodies enveloped in this dazzling light. Now we see that flame within our hearts expanding and forming a beautiful sun in the center of our chests. We make the sun every bit as bright and dazzling as the noonday sun. And now we connect with our own beloved golden being in our heart, our Holy Christ selves, within the golden flame. And we see it expanding. We see that threefold flame in our hearts, expanding and expanding and meeting the larger flames created through our visualization. We see our Christ selves, these beloved golden beings within our hearts, expanding and taking complete command of our physical body, our souls, which is our etheric body, our mental and emotional bodies. Just feel and see these bodies blazing light. The great surrender to the Christ self within us. Now we fill our feelings with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our many, many blessings that we receive on our daily journeys. Gratitude for our many, many lives on this sweet earth. Gratitude for our families and friends. Gratitude for our supply and our homes. Gratitude for our health and our happiness. Gratitude to all the beloved elemental kingdom, the great directors of the beloved elemental kingdom, and each precious earth elemental, water elemental, air elemental, and fire elemental, for their ceaseless service to each one of us and to all mankind over eons and eons of time, with very little love and gratitude in return. We just bless and thank them deeply from our hearts. Gratitude to our body elementals. Gratitude to the great and beloved angelic kingdom, our great beloved friend and protector, Archangel Michael, and our own beloved guardian angels, and all the legions of angels serving each one of us and all humanity and all life on our beloved earth. We thank you. Gratitude to the great ascended hosts. Gratitude for these marvelous teachings, as we know, giving us the freedom, the knowledge to make our ascension at the close of this embodiment. And just gratitude to all life, especially that life never loved or thanked. Gratitude for our golden age now dawning, the mighty victory of the light for this beloved planet after her long, long journey. And so be it, beloved I am. Peter, thank you so much for offering to read for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthea. Before reading the words of a master, we say, together with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Kutumi, beloved presence of God I am, it is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and to comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kutumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of this inner instruction. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Lovely. Thank you so much, beloved Peter. All right, so I think we've got nice things to share today. Beloved John has read always his wonderful information from beloved Saint Germain every week. As you know, we go through the Ascended Master instruction book. Volume 4. And light comes when the individual is ready. Saint Germain's explaining more on that, which is so good. And then I just thought, I know we've listened to it before, but I just thought it's such a nice reminder to just say love and gratitude to the spirit of our home. And so we're going to listen to that from beloved Lord Kuthumi. And then we're going to listen to beloved Terry reading without concentration, energy. Whoops, I spelled energy wrong there. Sorry about that. Is dissipated. So it's just also such important information for us to have told us again and again, I believe. And then we're going to get gems from the Ascended Masters. This is actually from the 80K lookbooks, the difference between prayers and decrees. And then we've got Friendship with the Gods. We're going to listen to beloved Crystal. And we have listened to her before, but it was quite a long time ago. And the gifts of the crystal ray, it's just so, I got really good to listen to it again. And then John will take us, as we know, through that wonderful opportunity at the end, making the decrees. So now we're going to listen to beloved Saint Germain's words.
From Ascended Master Instruction, Volume 4, Saint Germain, excerpt from Discourse 25. Again, let me call the attention of the students to the truth that in looking to an Ascended Master for assistance, it is exactly the same as looking to your own mighty I Am Presence, except that those who have passed this way and attained full victory and mastery have the conscious knowledge of that victory with which to assist the one not yet ascended. The following is a point very little understood, which so often creates fear on the part of the student concerning the Masters of Light. The Masters at no time intrude themselves in any way upon the individual, but do respond in a wonderful manner when the attention of the student is focused upon them. Their entire work with every individual, be he a conscious student or not, is to help him feel a much quicker and more personal contact with his own mighty I Am Presence, his Divine Master. When a student is fortunate enough to have conscious knowledge of the Ascended Masters of Light and Wisdom, and works with them in conscious cooperation, it enables him or her to easily accomplish in 1, 2, or 3 embodiments what might otherwise take 12 or more to attain. Then is it not worth all the conscious effort and determination it takes to hold fast to these great ones and their teaching, to keep from poking along and waiting for the great cosmic activity to prod you along and propel you forward to the place where you should be? There has been a great lull in the activity of occult students in the last 40 years, because many in the outer groups and some on the inner did not receive the visible manifestation and expression they desired. The principal reason is because, as stated in Unveiled Mysteries, many activities of the old order of the occult world are being transcended, and that which is transcended becomes obsolete. This may be a shock and cause a roar on the part of some occult students, so it is up to me to catch the roar and consume it. But that does not alter the truth. The dispensation or cycle which required the secrecy of occultism is closing, and we no longer need that activity. There was so much fear within the old activity, and the progress of the age was such that it required the closest secrecy concerning certain phrases of the law, and even then there were those who would turn and misuse them. In the use of the rays of light, you have the power to reveal without the danger of misuse, because that which the light and the Christ self show anyone is for the blessing and service of light and love. The light reveals only that for which the individual is ready, and any other idea concerning it is but the imagination of the outer activity of the mind, and is not the truth from the mighty I Am Presence. The light only recognizes perfection and cares nothing about the outer, foolish activity. As the students hold themselves more and more in the activity of the mighty I Am Presence, they must express more and more of its perfection. I would add that you consciously place within the radiance of this great love star every discordant thing in your consciousness and world. Be conscious that every discordant activity, individual and otherwise, is caught within the embrace of this mighty radiance, until every discordant activity is erased and consumed. Every time the thought of such activity comes to your mind, know that it is consumed, that you do not have to repeat it. Give your attention and adoration to the secret love star and the ascended masters, for you cannot help but get a response always. Often the feeling of a band or something tight around the forehead is a cap of crystal, golden light. It is placed upon the head of an individual to hold steady a certain activity of the radiance from that one's own mighty I Am Presence. At a certain point in everyone's expansion of light, this is always done.
Thank you, John. Always read so beautifully. It's very interesting, that cap of the crystal golden light, because I've often heard people say that they have this like sort of tight feeling around their head. So I just love the way Saint Germain explains it there. And also the secret love star, to work more closely with that secret love star, which we know beloved Sanat Gamara placed in each one of our auras, and really get to communicate with it. I feel that's a lovely opportunity for us. And now we're going to listen to the spirit of the home. The Spirit of the Home, by beloved Lord Kuthumi. The spirit of the home has little been considered by individuals as a living, breathing entity with a consciousness and an evolution of its own, which is controlled and affected by the life streams who dwell within the aura of such an elemental spirit. As you readily understand, the forces of the four elements in your body are impressionable and take on the qualities and characteristics that your energy has poured through them in succeeding incarnations. The spirit of the home is of the same elemental race and is also subject to the qualifications of the life streams and the outpouring of the breath of the individuals who dwell within it. When the idea or model, blueprint or plan of the simplest habitation is formed in the mind of a human being, at that time the God power which gave the idea to mankind draws an elemental spirit to be the guiding and protecting presence of that manifestation. In fact, all manifest form has such an invisible elemental guard, from the smallest stone to the greatest castle. As the home is materialized and drawn into visible form, this elemental spirit overlights it, and much as the causal body of a brand new spirit contains no color, so this elemental spirit, without any qualification of imperfection, is but a vibrant, pulsating being, more or less at the mercy of the life streams who will inhabit the home and govern the force field around the home, which is in truth the body of this elemental spirit. Looking at long stretches of small, modest homes, yet uninhabited, as we walk the streets of mankind, and as the elemental spirits greet us in their gentle way, we could but wish that all their fates were to be happy and harmonious ones. In the final accounting, of course, it will be so, but these elemental guarding presences await the entrance of a family into a home with the same anticipation individuals await the birth of a child or a new member of a family whom none have yet seen or heard. In Europe particularly, where the great feudal castles and manors of great beauty have endured through centuries, and the leafy arms of the elemental guarding spirit stretch far across the countryside, we find those spirits heavily imbued with the qualities and characteristics of the families who have breathed out their consciousness embodiment after embodiment, and the etheric records within these great elemental divas in charge of these exquisite residences are badly scarred with the records of totally unconscious human beings who were writing their history on the body of a living being. When God has given man such beauty and perfection, it seems difficult to understand how the forces of the four elements, through the fiat of the Father, must bear the weight of man's iniquity so long and so silently. When a home has fallen into dissolution and is reclaimed and beautified, the spirit of that home becomes very grateful and happy, as the inner records of that beauty express, and the spirit of that home in turn outpours a blessing upon the life streams who have made possible that beauty and perfection. Individuals must realize that the spirit of the home is a conscious being and will demand of the life energy of individuals even as other personalities do, and this great guiding presence must be under the intelligent direction of the God Self, the I Am Presence, of those engaged in spiritual pursuits, but afforded a certain acknowledgement and outpouring of force to keep it in divine order. But it must not be allowed to become a vampire activity that sucks the lifeblood and the time and attention of the individual, which belongs first and foremost to God. The spirit of the home, being an elemental form and focus of light, must always be under the intelligent direction of the threefold flame of the Master's presence, who says always to mankind, to the angelic host, to the elemental spirit, I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. When the great unfolding radiation of the spirit of the home feels the happiness and exhilaration as currents of beauty flow through it, it will attempt to make the same demands upon the life streams as will any individual given an undue share of attention. Any man who puts a person, place, condition, or thing before time undivided to God must come again until he realizes that the adoration to the God power, the great I Am Presence, will fill the home with great perfection, will raise up ascended master friends to fill every requirement, and will fill the life of all connected with the home with the spiritual consciousness of peace. Oh, there we have it. It's just, I love to think of the spirit of the home. It's a lovely thought, isn't it? And now we're going to listen to Terry reading. It's lovely information. Thank you.
The 7 Steps to Precipitation. Today I stood in the atmosphere of earth, and impersonally looking upon that lovely silent watcher, I thought back upon that day when the first call came from the godparents of our system, Helios and Vesta, when we willed to be a part of her creation. I thought upon the time when, with Hercules, we said, yes, we will to serve. When the great wisdom, as well as perception and illumination of Cassiopeia showed us clearly what was to be done, and when the love of Orion stirred within our hearts an intensified willingness to leave our activities in the cosmos and rhythmically give whatever service was required to bring that small but beautiful jewel, your earth, out of the unformed into the formed, when we looked through the crystal ray of purity and saw the divine design and immaculate concept of Helios and Vesta for the earth and its evolutions, we found that divine plan to be good and beautiful, and that it would make the earth a literal jewel in the planetary system. Its gifts of light, perfume, and music would add to the beauty of the galaxy, part of the great necklace of the cosmic sun of the system. We knew then that it would be our great joy to create this jewel and bring her to her greatest perfection, adorning the solar system. Then came my activity. I am he who is known as the Elohim of concentration. Of course, after my service comes that of my illustrious brothers, the mighty Arcturus of the seventh ray, representing rhythm of invocation and transmutation by violet fire, and the Elohim of peace of the sixth ray, whose service is to seal the finished creation in the protection and perfection of cosmic Christ peace. Energy dissipated without concentration. What can be accomplished on earth, even in mundane activities of your daily living, without concentration? From the smallest task of learning a recipe for your kitchen fare, to the greatest dexterity of technique, which produces lovely music, to the greatest development of science, to the magnificent perfection of the educator, preacher, and statesman. If there is not concentration, there is only mediocrity. Only the bare surface is scratched. Those who determine to rise above the masses take one facet of living and masterfully develop it, deciding within themselves to excel at least along one line of expression, so they dedicate themselves to this end, consecrating their lives, attention, and endeavors, their time and substance, to achieve this one definite purpose. According to the concentration of those energies is their development, is their mastery, is their efficacy. How often is it said of someone in the world of form that he is jack of all trades but master of none? Looking as I do, both in my capacity as Elohim, the all-seeing eye of God, and my activities with the karmic board, I see so much that it is just at the point of being precipitated into actual manifestation. Then suddenly the concentration is dissipated. The attention is drawn away from that which has been deliberately designed and actually begun to be lowered into physical form. Thus, the once desired manifestation is abandoned before it can actually appear. After we had looked into the beauty and perfection of the divine design for this planet through the current and ray of the Elohim of purity, what could come next but concentration, the drawing of energy and then concentrating it around those convex rays which had been established as the form of the earth? We had to concentrate light substance to make the planet solid enough to be able to hold sea, land, and general physical form. If we had proceeded through those first 4 steps, the will to do, the perception as to what should be done, the joy of serving and love, humble enough to do it God's way in purity, and then had refused to concentrate upon the task until the planet finally began to revolve upon its axis, until Virgo and the beings of nature had perfected it, until Amaryllis had experimented with 900 springs, what would have happened? There would have been no earth. Yet, even you, who are today the maximum development of concentration in the West, so far as the student body is concerned, you have only touched the fringe of following things through to manifestation. It is law, actual scientific law, that what you begin can be accomplished when it is in agreement with God's plan to bring perfection forth, whether it be healing, precipitation, financial freedom, eternal youth, the restoration of a limb, but the stick-to-itiveness is required to produce these.
Oh, lovely from beloved Mighty Vista, and so lovely things to think about there. And now we've got this time where we can make the decree for our brothers and sisters caught in those psychic and astral realms, and to assist Saint Germain in those violet flame temples. And so we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate live stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their live streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their live streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it. Beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. And now this is from the Ascended Masters. So it was just from different places I took this. So the importance of decreeing. So feeling, faith, and constancy are keys to effective decreeing. And Saint Germain explains, through the long centuries of living, mankind has decreed and driven wedges of falsehood and unreality into their bodies and world through the misuse of the sacred name I am, declaring fear, poverty, sickness, hatred, and the myriad of human qualities, which are an abject falsehood in respect of our divinity, which cannot be fearful, poor, sick, angry, etc. Hence the need for repetition and the intensity in our feelings of faith for the desired outcome of the decrees. And the difference between prayers and decrees. This is from A.D.K. Locke, Law of Life. Praying is supplication from the human standpoint, which does not carry the authority of the I am God presence, and there is no universal law confirming manifestation. And so the answer to the prayer is determined by the intensity of the call. But Saint Germain has said to us that prayers are answered, which we definitely all know. But often people will go to church or the mosques and things, and it'll be sort of like a parrot fashion kind of prayer. And apparently that energy hardly even leaves the room. So it really is determined by the intensity of the call. And then affirmations are statements affirming something hoped for, and the action being that of convincing oneself. However, decrees are a command or fiat in the name and authority of our I am presence and must be made manifest by cosmic law, which sets the law into action that manipulates energy and substance. And according to cosmic law, nothing is made manifest without the decree made in the name I am. Jesus knew this, so he knew his I am presence, and the law and his famous statements are all prefaced with the name I am. And in the book of Job, in the Old Testament of the Bible, the power of decreeing is confirmed. Decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. So that's why we know they brought this whole understanding again to us of decreeing, because it is a very different action to other things. And that's where they've told us in the books has really brought such a great result forward, which they were really hoping for. And now this is absolutely lovely. And also we mustn't forget this, the birds were created by the Ascended Masters as messengers originally. So the example we have of this is the white dove in Unveiled Mysteries. But they only became vicious after the fall of man. But you can see here, this was definitely not a normal occurrence. It's just lovely. So I hope you enjoy it.
I just couldn't get away from him a lot of the time. When I was working, he would follow me around quite a lot. He was just basically around my feet all the time, landing on my tools. Before I knew it, we were best friends pretty much. When the pandemic started, I started photographing him. He was just so calm, and he just tuned in to whatever I was doing. I got to see him throughout the seasons. During the winter months, if it dropped below zero, I used to go in and make sure he was okay. And he was literally twittering at me in excitement. One day I turned up and he just wasn't there anymore. I wasn't exactly sure what happened to him, but he turned up the day before my dad had a brain aneurysm. He basically helped me through a time when I couldn't see my dad because of the pandemic. As time went on, Bob appeared to be really quite down. I stood right next to him and I gently stroked his chest and could tell something wasn't quite right with him. And it wasn't long after that he disappeared again. I like to think he's just over the hedge somewhere, maybe not too far, but a little too far to come home. I knew how much people loved him on social media, so I decided to write a book to honour Bob and our friendship. I built up a really strong relationship now with who I believe is his daughter, Bobette. She's got exactly the same marking that he had on his chest. There are other robins around in the area as well. They're part of my daily life. They certainly taught me to slow down, and I'm very grateful part of Bob's legacy.
Just so lovely. Oh, I just thought it's extraordinary. These animals and these birds, they've just really got some really divine mission, a lot of them, I think. And now we have this opportunity to make the course for our animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. So we say together, beloved I am presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and the divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it and so be it. In God's most holy name I am. We accept it done and we thank you. And now we've got this lovely information from beloved Lady Crystal, who we know is the divine complement of the great Elohim Vista, also known as Cyclopeia, who we're reading anyway from the book now. And she says, heretofore, not too many cheetahs have turned their attention to my activity. I'm not speaking of an individualized being, but of the service which is mine to give. I, Crystal, welcome you into the heart of my being. May I come into yours. A summation of recent instruction will show you how all rays blend into each other. The fourth and the fifth rays are definitely interblended. The cheetahs have not begun to cognize the power and ability of the crystal ray, and I shall lovingly assist you in your endeavors through the release of the crystal light from the temple in which I serve. From the pure white light comes into being every colored ray, according to the particular service and quality of the life stream, taking the responsibility of charging the primal substance of the crystal light and adding or detracting from the beauty and perfection of the universe. The crystal ray of electronic light substance is the actual projection of the universal substance from the Godhead into a universal scheme of evolution. Beloved Vista, in charge of the crystal ray, receives that uncontaminated beauty, and then it is dispensed to the other six Elohim as the colors of the spectrum. Just as every individual life stream receives from the I Am Presence, which represents the center of the solar system, to such a one, the pure crystal essence is distributed to the seven ganglionic centers in perfect harmony into the seven rays of the solar spectrum through the bodies into the universe. And so now we know it's really important that we learn and focus on the correct colors of the chakras. So that's all on the website. If you go onto Ascension topics of iamfree.co.za, you'll find, and scroll down through all the little boxes, you'll find the chakras. And she continues, the individual who serves on the crystal ray becomes a natural transmitter and transformer of pure light essence into the purest and truest expressions of the rays of the solar spectrum. When such an individual is highly developed and his life stream has become purified to a certain extent, as the crystal prism reflects the colors of the rainbow, so such a life stream, drawing on the unformed, can direct the most perfect shade, color, tone, and form, and these individuals are usually of artistic temperament. The natural color tone of the earth is gold, and the ray, which expresses through the bloodstream and the aura of the perfected individual, is the golden flame. Within the golden flame, the garment of the Holy Christ self is the heart center of the crystal light. Now we know that our candle lights, the flames, are golden because of the predominant color. So the action of the crystal ray, if studied deeply by Achila, will unfold many glorious opportunities for expression. It can clear the eyes and brain structure and the brain structure. It is a tremendous tonic for toning up the nervous system, and it is an exquisite harmonizing presence, for in clear crystal, no muddy thought forms can endure. Beloved Vista has requested that I tell you that during this class, he has been engaging in an activity of the all-seeing eye of God. Please visualize this third eye upon your foreheads and feel the essence of crystal light emanating from there. From the all-seeing eye upon his own forehead, Vista is directing that externalization upon your brows. Treasure this gift, which has resulted from his love for you, and know that this third eye will remain on your brows through all through your sojourn on earth. All that is asked of you is to sustain this gift in your daily attention to its presence. This is a living, pulsating memento of grace. Guard it well. Now, I remember we did read this. It was probably at least maybe a couple of years ago, but it's really a good thing to focus on that third eye, I believe, and obviously the inner sight and inner hearing to be opened according to the divine will. But also interesting to think of the crystal light, which can be, brought into all the different rays depending on what we're focusing on. So that's it. Okay, this is absolutely amazing too. For the song, we're going to listen to this, but I just thought, and I do believe that these are probably part of the 6th and 7th root races, or else this one, they come in with the memory in their etheric bodies. And it's just, I love this little chap. He's so clever.
How old are you?
I just turned 7.
Just turned 7. Do you have a piano teacher?
No, I'm self-taught.
Are you?
Yeah.
At the age of 7?
Hello all. It looks like beloved Anthea might have lost the electricity supply. I'll just bring up a share quickly.
How old are you?
I just turned 7.
Just turned 7. Do you have a piano teacher?
No, I'm self-taught.
Are you?
Yeah.
At the age of 7?
Yeah.
What sort of music do you like?
Classical.
Oh, who are your favourite composers?
Chopin, Mozart, Beethoven, some of Bach, and Rachmaninoff.
Why only some of Bach? You don't like some of his other stuff? Some of early Bach?
Yeah, just too easy.
Too easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. What?
What are you going to play for us today?
Ragtime.
Ragtime? How do you know ragtime?
I just watch videos of ragtime.
So is this how you've learnt to play, by watching
Yeah.
videos?
Yeah.
YouTube videos?
Yeah.
Why don't my kids watch stuff like that on YouTube? I genuinely think we're watching something special here. Like the future for Kane is...
It's very bright.
It looks pretty bright. Look at everyone's faces. Everyone's got their phones
Everyone's
out.
got their phones out. He's totally made people's
There's a
day.
lot of jaws that are dropped, right?
How old are you?
I just
You're muted, John.
Thank you, beloved Terry. I'll start it over again. Beloved mighty and presence, we call to you to take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm. And we call for you to do whatever is to charge your mighty secret, your mighty power, and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees, so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection, to protect all those who have joined the Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified, protected, perfected, amplified, and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. We say together, mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty and presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance, and Archangel Michael's armor of light, through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. And I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. We just visualize our tube of light from our beloved mighty and presence coming down from above, covering our four lower bodies with that thick wall at the edges, stronger than any steel. See that brilliant blue and crystal light, that light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, our friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for that truth, that justice, and that freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved Mighty and Presence, through you we call to beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin to assist us and all mankind to feel your feelings of Ascended Master mercy, forgiveness, and compassion. We bless and thank you for this ongoing gift of light and life. We ask deeply and sincerely to be forgiven and to forgive any and all parts of life that we have not blessed through our thoughts and our feelings, that we may have hurt or harmed, or that has hurt or harmed us, going right back to the beginning. All misuse of life's pure energy for which our outer selves are responsible, and all appearance of mistakes which has found action in our worlds. And we just feel deeply in our hearts that great gratitude for this gift of the law of forgiveness, this great spiritual eraser which is truly such a blessing to all mankind. Beloved Mighty and Presence, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. We call through our beloved Mighty and Presence to the great Central Sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor cosmic concentrations of violet fire in America, Africa, Europe, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world here and now. We thank you. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty and Presence, beloved Saint Germain and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with Ascended Master Consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. our decree for the beloved elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms, and in the consciousness of all mankind, to cease to exist forever. The cause, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. Let thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice blazing throughout the world. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here, now, and forever. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, everywhere. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now before we say our final decree, by the love, the power, and the authority of our beloved mighty Empress, we call to you, beloved mighty Victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We claim, beloved mighty Victory's victory now manifest in our world and experience. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour by the power of the cosmic 3x3, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And as we end now, let us focus on that beloved love star radiating within our auras, placed there, as we've been told, by beloved Sanat Kumara, as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love, which is truly a cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star. We ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our 4 lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional divine love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun holding that focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. That light which we know can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. We thank you deeply for this. We thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked and all those who constantly answer our calls. Thank you, blessed healers. May each and every one of you be richly and abundantly blessed by your beloved mighty and presence and holy Christ selves. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. And beloved Anthea, you can take over again.
Okay, thank you so much, John. Bless you. It's just so amazing that you're always there. You're so reliable. It's just, I'm very switched on. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. And I was just thinking, Fatima, would you like to read the closing invocation?
Hi, Antia. Yes, thank you so much. Before ending the session, we all say with mics muted, Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Kutumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you, everybody. And now I think we've got to put on the next slide, John, beloved. John? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're just a moment truly of deep gratitude for our opportunity, for these marvelous teachings, and for our really wonderful, beautiful, and victorious earth. Let's just take a moment of silence, gratitude. And thank you so much, everybody. And I just want to say that beloved Corolla, who's such a regular, she always attends, she's had a slight health problem. And so we want to hold her in the light and just really ask for help. Angels of healing, illumination, comfort, and just all the blessings possible for her. So if we could just all remember that when we do our personal things. Thank you so much, everyone.